There we go. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Late Night Gaming. We are here. I'm going to pull up my buddy here. If I can hit him. See, make sure I do this right. Oh, you're not showing your camera, sir.
Oh, yeah, I guess you're right. There we go. See it?
Why is my window capture not working? There we go. Okay. Fix that problem. welcome, everybody, as we try to figure this craziness out. I do hope you enjoy Insanity. Okay, so tonight, Steel is going to be running the encounter deck because I am like super late for all the things. It's taking care of lots of stuff. What happened there? I've got cards set aside for whenever something gets pulled up. And what we're doing tonight is we are doing the third scenario of the Mojo campaign. We are on Mr. Mojo himself. And I've got to put a cards out into play. So I'm going to drop down to the table and we'll go ahead and kick this thing off, I think. And Steel, would you like to say hello?
Hey guys, this is Steel. Yeah, we're fighting Mojo. I think I've got the Quinn Carrier and the Web Shooter in play from the previous rounds. That's going to add 4 threat to the main scheme. So you've got, what is it, Spider Tingle and
Spider
Project
Tingle, or Spider Sense, and Project Rebirth.
There you go. And so that's another 3 threat. We're going to start with 20 already, so that's 27 on the main scheme. We each have 2 on our characters. And we've got the Mojo Runner environment in play.
And I think you had full health when we ended, right?
I had 6 health, and you have 11. So
okay.
You're looking a lot better off than I am.
Because you just need a not Maple first round. Or I need to pull a nice crew quarters so I can deal 1 damage off of you.
Yeah. And so we're just going to try to take this thing down.
Yes.
I'm going to draw and try to do my mulligan.
Yes, so draw and mulligan, and I think you're going first this time.
Okay, yep, we rolled for that. Let's see.
Wow, I got loads of threat removal. Holy cow.
Okay.
Oh, our first environment, so we did the die roll, we've got our 3 things to choose from. We pulled sci-fi as our first show, so we are doing the Mojo Runner, looks like. I don't like.
Yeah, so allies and minions will gain toughness when they come in play.
Okay.
So you ready to go? You got your mulligan done and everything?
Yeah, just gotta discard for a weapon.
Ooh.
There's a weapon.
Nice. That's not so bad. Not as bad as usual. Okay, so I'll start out by using my scientist resource on Web Shooter. I'll come in and get a second Web Shooter. Then we will go ahead and use that will should be probably heal up to 9. So that's a problem. We'll flip to Spider-Man. We'll use the Quinn carrier on Yarnbjorn. We'll get that out turn 1. Be good. Um, then we're going to spend 2 here, Clobber and Skilled Strike on combat training. Yeah, and we'll leave those web shooters and hold this card, and it'll be you're good.
Nice. All right. Well, I'm going to use a Project Rebirth to draw a card. All right. I got a multi-gun and a sonic rifle.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to spend everything in my hand to play those 2 cards. I think I'm going to do that.
And so when I flipped, just the procedure, I guess, I have to put the 2 threats, so we're at 29, and then I have to discard the top 4 cards of the encounter deck. And ooh, that's a 3, that's 6, so 7 threat
On your identity?
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, not good. So, yeah. If you're gonna just play those 2 things.
Wait. Place 1 threat on your hero for each card discarded this way that does not belong to the Mojo encounter set.
Oh, I thought it was okay. Yeah, that's a lot. Instead of I thought it was pips instead. So that's 3 instead of the. Ooh, I'm glad you read. All right, 3.
Whoa, that's a lot.
Yeah, only 1 card was in the Mojo set, so that'd be 3.
Okay, so maybe I just put out 1 weapon instead of 2 and do some boarding, perhaps. All right, flip up to Venom, do some cool stuff. We can. Yes, we can. All right. I'm going to take a damage for a wild resource and use behind enemy lines to play behind enemy lines. So that's going to confuse Mojo as well as remove 3 threat.
Nice.
Also,
so
my 2 threat got added on.
Brings it down to 28 then.
And we got to do the discard top 4 thing.
Yep. Let's see how much you get. So it's 2.
2.
Yep.
All right. So I think our trick here is each turn one of us has to flip back.
Oh yeah, I think so. I agree with
okay,
that.
and he's confused.
Yep.
So that's good. We did something.
Yep. And I got an enhanced spider sense, so I can cancel a treachery.
Right.
That comes out.
I think I will do a thwart using making an entrance. So it'll be remove 3.
Oh, I thought your turn was over. So that what we just did doesn't happen actually till the end of your turn. But I don't think anything will be affected here.
The threat?
Yeah,
after your turn ends.
Card.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, I'm not doing any card discarding. So. I was going to do that, but I think instead, I'm going to spend 3 for multi-gun. And I'll use that to take off 2 threat.
2 threat, so third,
yeah.
26.
Then I'll use a sonic rifle to play a scare tactic. Will deal 3 damage.
So he's at 38.3 health.
And then I'll attack for 2.
31 health.
Yeah, this looks good. And then I get my 2 threat. And then we can draw and ready.
Yep.
Cool.
Cool. So we go up to 28 on the board, and Mojo is going to attack me. I'm going to draw a card, and then I'm going to take the attack. It's 1 and a 0 boost, so go down to 8. And then he's going to attack you.
Yes. I'm going to take it. I can't.
Take it also. It's long shot, so it's a 0. Unfortunately, long shot. We'll see him again.
So I
This
take
deck
1.
is going to go quickly. Yep, 1 damage. So you're at 10. And then, yeah, you didn't do the take a damage for a resource thing last turn, did you?
Yes, I did.
You did. So you're at 9 then.
Yes.
I
But that's
gotcha.
okay.
Track that. Okay, so that's both. Here's our cards, 1 card each. My card is going to be an obligation with Hinder 10. You can choose to either exhaust a character you control or discard 1 card from your hand to remove 2 threat from here. Comes in with 10 threat. And when my turn ends, I move all this threat to the main scheme. It's terrible. And then eviction notice comes to me, and I can flip an exhaust or discard a card from my hand that's against Surge. So I'm definitely going to flip an exhaust. Okay, and then goes to you.
Cool. What is your thing?
Hmm?
What's your card? What do you give you?
Paparazzi.
Paparazzi.
And so it's a 10 threat that's sitting on it right now. And at the end of my turn, 10 threat will just move, or however much is left will just move over to the main scheme. So that's unfortunate. I couldn't cancel it because I can only cancel treacheries.
Oh, that's crazy.
Those can
I've never seen that card before, and I've played this a couple of times.
Yeah, it's terrible. I've seen it a couple. I've seen it'll get rid of you in the wrong situation. It'll end your game.
Okay. Oh, I'm gonna put out a side holster. I'll do locked and loaded and search for a weapon.
We can. Um, so did they clarify that in the new rules? Would you be able to um, do the action to exhaust a character you control or discard a card from your hand to remove 2 threat? 3 if
No,
you're
you
unable to
cannot
go
do
for 'em?
obligations of other players.
Really? Okay.
Yep. That was a rules
So I
clarification,
get.
I remember.
Yeah, I thought it might have been. So that's fine. I can get rid of 6 threat off of here, and 4 threat going onto the main won't be the worst thing in the world.
Okay. That's good. I don't have a lot of threat removal. He is confused still, though, so that's
I'm
a
gonna
bonus.
do a bunch of damage because that's what I have planned to do this deck.
All right. I'm going to take a damage. Play the pistol. Gonna hang out on my side holster.
Cool.
Okay, good. I haven't reached. I have one more spot left. Looks like over here. That's yours. Oh, let's see. Cool. I can thwart 2 and remove 2 threat.
So a total of 4. So
Yep.
we go from 38 to 34, or 28 to 24. Sorry.
Yep. I'm gonna do what I can to help.
Oh, and so when I flipped, which was due to the eviction notice, 3 threat went on me.
Oh
So
yes, that's right.
one off of me. So we're actually at 27 overall. But I have none on
Um,
me. You still have 2 on you because you haven't flipped.
right.
I guess you're going to want to flip this turn probably because he's confused.
Yeah. So we're gonna do a savage attack for 5 damage.
5 damage on him, so he goes to 26.
Yep. And I'll flip.
You're going to flip down, so 2 threat goes on the main. It goes to 29.
I'll heal 3 damage with Project Rebirth.
So you're at 12.
I'm at 11.
11 because you used that thing.
And looks like that's it.
Okay.
Harder scare tactic.
Yep.
2 threat
You
got.
don't have to do the forced response, which is nice. I wish I had something to use scientist on, but I don't. So I'm going to spend 2 cards. I'm going to do this action on paparazzi twice, choosing each time to discard a card from my hand, and removing 3 threat twice, so a total of 6 threats. So we'll go 4 threat on this thing. Then we will flip. When we flip, we are using the Quinn Carrier for a surprise attack, which we're choosing Punch as the wild resource. So that's 4 damage, but then we're going to start pinging with Yarn Bjorn as a reaction. And so I'm going to do the initial 4 plus 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's 12.
You hit him for 12?
Yep, because you can trigger Yarn Bjorn as many times as you have a punched resource because it doesn't exhaust itself. And so that was a 4, and then 2 reds from my hand and 2 web shooters makes that a 12. So
So he's at
6.
14? Yes.
Yes.
That
All right.
was
And
good
then,
stuff.
yeah. And then, especially being exhausted, I was worried I might not be able to do anything. I'm going to hold this Spidey Sense. Hopefully, get a treachery this turn that I can use it on. Ready. So I'll discard 4 cards. That's looks like 4. Got the big 4 this time. All 4 of them.
Nice. It's going to be up to me to get that down.
Yeah. Yeah, and then 4 threat off a paparazzi, and we discard it. So that puts us at 33, and then we go to 35 at the start of the turn. Up to.
We're at 35.
Yep.
That's gross.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, not much going on in this hand.
Oh, I should have
Um,
ready.
so we go up to 35, then he's confused, so he doesn't activate against you. And then he's going to attack me, and I'll draw a card off of that. And then we'll see the damage. It's going to be a total of 2 damage. I guess we'll just take it. Go to 6 health. Then we're each getting a card. Your card is Major Domo, which is +1/+1 for Mojo. After he attacks, discard cards from the encounter deck equal to the amount of damage dealt by that attack. So it's a nasty one. And then mine is another attachment, the Stinger Tail. Gains Retaliate 2, and when any amount of damage would be dealt to him, you put it there. And if there's at least 5, you get rid of it. So that's horrible. So double retaliate until we get rid of that. Okay. And it moves on to me.
Oh, you got the stinger tail?
Yeah, it's terrible. That turn here.
Did you bring Sunfire with you?
No. Those you can't get rid of with Sunfire. I looked at it.
Oh.
Because they're not hero
No, you can, because
responses.
Major Domo is a hero action.
Oh, that one is. Yeah, I guess I only looked at Stinger Tail. Should have. So Audacity for Aunt May is going to be 1 damage for the Audacity. And then
You got him at 13, right?
yes, 13.
Okay.
And that's not an attack. So that doesn't. Oh, but so is it 20? So any amount of damage,
Oh,
not
yeah.
just from attacks. So he's still at 14. 1 damage is on the tail. And in that case, because that'll make the damage awkward, I'm gonna go 3. And before I do that, I'm gonna go 3 plus a Yarn Bjorn for a web shooter. That's 5 damage would be dealt. This is here instead. So that's 5, and this thing is removed. Can I keep on responding now? Is that right? I mean,
yeah, if your response window hasn't closed yet.
So I did 3, and then I did 2 from Yarn Bjorn with Web Shooter. So that's 5. That's off of him. Retaliate's gone. Then I'm gonna do 2 more.
Oh, when any amount of damage would be dealt to Mojo. So all of that damage would be going on this tail.
But are they? They're not separate packets. Is that
right?
So okay, then I'll stop there and just get rid of it. Do I take the 2 retaliate?
No, because you got rid of it.
Okay. Then, so what is this thing? Discarding cards. So we'll go.
Got word.
Wind Carrier for Aunt May. Then I'm gonna try to get rid of this thing. I need 1 of each. So that's Audacity, which deals the damage to him. He's at 13 now. Backflip and Enhanced Biter Sense are all going to go into getting rid of Major Domo. And so that'll go in the discard. Then I'm going to flip down and Aunt May will heal me up to 10.
And since you're alter ego, then it doesn't put the threat on you, right?
That's right. That's the end of my turn.
After your turn ends, force response
So
hero.
Also my threat. So it's at 39 now. Oof.
Interesting.
Terrible. That Stinger Tail was real bad. That prevented a lot of damage because way more than 5.
So for your Yarnbjorn, you can only trigger it 1 time for each source of damage you do. looks like. Ice Rayer and Luther Bob. Is that right?
Oh, is that okay?
Yeah.
Thought I
That's
had
what it
saw
looks like.
it.
But that still does the 5 damage, right?
Yeah, I only triggered it once that time.
Yep. So that's good to know, though, so that way we don't mess that up. Okay. I am here. I'm drawing a card. Project Rebirth. Oh, sweet. That's perfect. Yes. Yes, thank you. I'll spend 3 for a rocket. Who doesn't want a rocket raccoon?
Nice.
Right, flip up. I will thwart for 2 and yep, I'm gonna thwart for 2.
So 37.
Then I'm going to spend a power of justice on a 4 justice. Thwart for 4.
5, right? For justice.
Nope, it's just 4.
Oh, the power of justice. I was thinking,
Yep.
what's the one that adds 1 to it?
I'll use making an entrance to play Think Fast. It'll take a damage. Use.
Confuse him. Nice.
And then I'll multi-gun 2 threat off.
33, 31.
And it looks like that's everything I got. Oh no, I got a rocket still.
So he could do what, 2?
Yep.
So 29.
He's got.
And then your 4 cards are going to give you 3 threat. 3 on you. And are you still at 11 health?
I am at 10.
Yeah, I figured you used
I used 1.
your power. Okay.
I didn't do any damage, but I did a lot of thwarting, so I feel okay.
Yeah.
I got 3 or 4? 3?
3.
We have no side schemes. What's going on?
Uh, famous last words. They'll be everywhere before you know it. No, we just have so much threat on the board. It's crazy. So it's gonna go up to 31. And then the confusion goes away, and then he attacks you for 1 and a boost.
I'm gonna boost. I'm just gonna take it.
Taking it. So it's a +2, so it's 3 damage. So you'll go to 7 health. So
3 damage.
then we're each gonna get cards. My card is gonna be a surging gang up, and then that's my deck. I've been putting the last couple cards on my deck. Shadows of the Past. So that comes out. That would have been a good one to have come out last turn when I had cancel. But so Vulture, Highway Robbery, which gives us an acceleration token. It comes in with 6 threat. When revealed, each player places a random card from their hand face down here. That's not good. Oh, my double.
Random card from your hand. Hey.
Okay. So I won't have your card, but you can just put it aside. So that's not good. and it's always at the end. For some reason, it's always at the very end. So of the deck, so that you can shuffle those three cards among like three other cards and immediately see all of them. Okay, and then your card is Toad 2.0. After he
Oh,
engages you, place one upgrade you control face down under him. And then you're
that's good. I don't mind having a toad. Put a upgrade I control.
yeah, face down underneath him.
Wait, I probably don't want a side holster. I've got another pistol coming. My deck is a little thin.
Yeah.
All right. So, oh, does it go to me now?
Hmm.
Awesome. Okay, so we'll start off with Rocket getting some overkill damage. 4 on Toad.
Or on Toad, and then one on him, so 12 damage. Or 12 health left. I mean,
Oh, is he 12? Did you get a? I must have miscounted. That's fine.
we were just at 13, so you just took one off the villain, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah, I never flipped, or I left it at 1 or 2.
You've got 3 threat on yourself, right?
I do, yes.
Yep.
Um, I will multi-gun 2 threat.
Okay. What's done? So we're off the main scheme.
Yep,
Okay, so 29.
Highway robbery had 6 on it. Oh,
6. That's right. It almost feels not
I
worth it.
do, I do have to worry about the main more. Okay,
Hmm.
I do here. Thinking,
Yeah, this vulture had quick strike, but it didn't work because I was in the. That's where you go.
spend 2 and a damage. Play Gamora.
Cool.
She will.
You want to hit vulture?
Yeah, I'll hit Vulture for 2.
Cool.
Then I can discard till I get an event. Oh, there's my other pistol. All right. Um, and then I'm going to spend my card on a Think Fast. Take a damage.
So
Confuse.
you're at 6.
And it's my turn for flipping, right?
Yeah. So that you're gonna put 3 threat on the main, which is gonna put us at 32. Okay.
Yep.
And you're gonna flip down. You're at 6 health right now.
Yes. I'm going to recover for 4.
For 4, so you go to 10. Cool.
And then I'll Project Rebirth for the other 3. I'm at full health.
Which is 12. Cool. All right. That's it.
That was it.
All right. So you don't have the response. Um, I'm at full health at 10, and I have nothing to scientist on, so I'm gonna flip, and we're gonna go. I think we go Wind Carrier, Web Shooter, Skilled Strike for swinging web kick on the villain.
Oh, nice.
So that's 8. So he's down to 4. I'm gonna Yarn Bjorn that.
That does 2, right?
Well, yeah, onto Vulture because I don't have to do it onto him. It just says
Oh,
an enemy.
that takes out Vulture.
Yeah, so that would take out Vulture, and then yeah, I think that's the best thing to do. Uses that up. Vulture's gone. We have 4 damage to do now. So it's gonna be kind of a waste of could you have done a basic attack instead of your recovery? Because that way I could potentially put a bunch of damage on the next form of Mojo before the end of the turn. Otherwise, I don't think it works out.
Yeah, I could do that instead. Add
What was it?
4 back on me.
Yeah. And you have 2. Well, you would have gone up to 13, so you would be at 9 health, right? You really only lose out on 3. And
No,
then you're
it's 4. My recovery's 4.
I know, but you went over your full. Is what I'm saying. When you recovered and did Project Rebirth, you went all the way up to 13, but you have a 12 health pet cap. So if you reverse that out, you still go to 9. I think, right? Instead of 8.
No, I still have 4.
Okay, that's fine. 8. 8 health, and then that would have been 2 damage. And then that way I can go Spider-Man basic attack. Mojo 1 is gone, or Mojo 2 is gone. So Mojo 3 comes in with 50 health, and we each get 3 threat on us. All friendly characters.
Oh, all friendly characters. That's bad.
Yeah, but you don't have any allies, do you? Oh,
Yeah, I
you
do.
have Rocket.
I have Rocket and Gamora.
Oh, and Gamora. Oof.
So they can't die. Until I can
Yeah,
get that threat down.
yeah. But that allows me to spend 3 on a swinging web kick. So he goes to 42.
That's good. That's worth it.
Yeah, we're gonna run out of time one way or another. So
No, we're not using a one way or another deck.
So all right, so four cards. That's 2. So I'll go up to 5 threat on me. That's a lot. All right, we only have 2 more cards till the wheel stops.
Oh, cool. All right, so we draw up then. 5.
So we go up to 34, and then he's confused against you, and then he attacks me, and I'm just gonna take it. I get a card. And the damage is 1 plus a reveal this card. Move all threat from the character with the most threat on them to the main scheme. So I have 5. Is that, I guess, is me?
We put 5 onto the main.
Yeah, so we're at 39. And then I only take 1 damage from that then. So we go to 9. And then you get a card, and then it says after the encounter deck resets, if there are no otherwise flip this card, so we flip. It says at the start of the villain phase before encounter cards. So that gives us a full turn because that's not going to happen until next turn since we passed that step. And we're dealing encounter cards right now. Oh, there should be one more threat from this acceleration token also. It should be 40. Shuffling. There's my card. All right, so your card is the Vulture's Plans. Discard one card at random from each player's hand. Place one threat in the main scheme for each different resource type discarded this way.
One card.
Yeah, so I got my surprise attack, which is a punch.
At random, right?
Yeah, random card from your hand.
Running gun. It's a lightning energy.
So two threat. So go up to 42. And then supporting actor comes into play. And since Mojo Runner's still out, he gains toughness. There you go. Okay, goes to me.
Supporting actor. Is that on you?
Yeah. Yep. After he activates against you, place 2 threat on him. And he's just a 1/1. Okay. Let's see. Guess we're gonna go Quinn Carrier, Web Shooter, or Clobber to deal 3 and then return it to our hand. It's the first thing we played. So it goes to 39. And then we're gonna Yarnbjorn him to 37 with this aggressive we're not gonna Yarnbjorn then. We're gonna do Lobber for another 3. Yeah, I can't really use that aggressive energy. Well, maybe I could go like this then. So I'm going to do Clobber for 4 using the aggressive energy and the Spider Tracer. So 35 health left. And then we're going to do Toe to Toe. The villain's going to attack me. I'll draw a card. And then it's going to be for 2. So I go to 7. And then I'm going to deal 5 damage to him, and then Yarnbjorn with this Clobber I just pulled. So it's 7. So 5, and then 2
Nice.
more. That's it.
This is a pretty nice Spider-Man deck you got going here.
It's just trying to deal a bunch of damage. We're getting close. We're not far off. Thank you though. 3 more from Spider-Man's attack, and then I guess it's my turn to go down. So I'll go down and then I'll name myself to 10.
Do you have any threat going on the main, or did you already have that happen?
No, remember, I pulled the treachery that took all 5 of mine and put it on the main.
Okay. The main is at 40?
42.
42.
Yep, but if we could just survive 1 or 2 turns.
Okay.
Maybe just 1 at 25, right?
Is he at 25?
He's at 25 right now.
I'm terrible at keeping track
There was a bunch
of
there.
that.
Right there. I mean, that was a whole bunch of damage in one sitting.
Okay,
Let me
so I
read
think
this.
I'm drawing a card. Knit me.
So that'll be the start of the encounter deck.
I get an encounter card because I just decked out.
All right, one encounter card for you. Two.
You know what I haven't been doing this entire time?
Hmm.
Drawing a card when he attacks me.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You gotta do that. That's well, you didn't pay to put it in, so
Yeah.
that you didn't have it on your mind
Oh my
that
god.
you had put that into play because
I
it's
could have been
weird. You
doing so
normally don't.
well.
Hey, we're about to win. We'll win either way. It'll be an achievement. Spider sense and never use it.
Alright, I'm flipping up, so that puts 3 from me onto the main.
Oh, okay, yeah. So 45. It's okay. Yeah.
45. Terrible number.
And you have 8 health or what? Because you Project Rebirth, can't you get a card from that instead of heal?
Right. Yeah, so I'm still
Yes.
I still have 4 damage. I'm gonna remove 2 threat.
So 43.
Then I think we're thwarting 3.
Yeah, thwart as much as you can, I'd say. Just to let us live a turn or two.
So I will spend.
You don't have confusion this turn?
I think I do.
Okay, cool.
Might be possible. Yeah, so I'll spend 1 for. You know what? I'm just gonna take the damage for that. So making an entrance, and I'll remove 3 down to 40.
40.
And then we'll do 2, 3. Put out a sonic rifle.
Nice.
And I will use one of those charges. Confuse.
Okay, it's confused.
And Mara can attack 2 or thwart for 1.
It's kind of a tough call.
What are you doing? You're
Doing
supporting
everything.
actor.
Letting him live until the end of the game. I mean,
Okay.
he's just a 1/1, but he's gonna after he activates. No, yeah, he places 2 threat there, but I mean, so I'd say the threat then, because the threat is gonna be close.
Well, threat's only
So
going to be on
30.
him, so if we can take down Mojo before
Oh,
that.
it's on him. You're right. Yep. Good distinction there. Yeah. So, what you think? The 2 damage.
Yeah, put it on Mojo there.
So 23 health left on Mojo.
He's down there. And Rocket is going to hang out.
Yeah. no one can die. Okay,
We're at 40
so
threat on the main.
Yep. I'm drawing 6. See what my hand looks like. Okay. Okay. So I've got potential. Let's see. It's 5. So I think I've got 20 damage. Do you have 3?
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So we just survived this turn, and I think we can win.
I think we can do that.
All right. Hopefully. I don't want to count any chickens for the hatch here. So 43 because the acceleration token.
Still,
And then uh, confusion is going to go away, and then he's going to attack you. Oh,
is going to attack me.
you
I'm going to draw a card.
first. First, since you ended in hero form, I'm discarding the top 5 and placing a threat for each. So 3 on you.
Okay. I have 3 threat on me.
Yeah,
Okay.
3 threat on you.
And I am taking a damage for 1 wild resource, which I will make a strength, and discarding I'm making an entrance for a strength and doing a grasping tendrils. Cancel his attack
Nice.
and stun the villain.
Nice. Cool. And then, so he's stunned now, and that's the end of that phase. So now, if you want to roll a d6 and tell me what you get. 1 through 3, 4 through 6. These two.
I've got 3.
3. So this is going to come out. Start of step 3. Deal encounter cards. Randomly choose one of these. Got it. Reveal the show environment. Mojo in the middle is going to come out. It's going to replace Mojo Runner.
That's sitcom,
Mojo
isn't it?
Runner. Sitcom. So each obligation gains 1 acceleration token, and after a player discards an obligation, that player draws a card. So that's cool. But then, what's not so cool, we will shuffle the rest of
Oh.
these. And then we're
Both
going
of
to
my
place
allies
them.
have 1 health more. Because they should have entered
Because
with tough.
you didn't give them their toughs. Yeah. We might have missed that on a minion, but this supporting actor got it. I know that for sure. But so I just shuffled up these. Yeah, I can shuffle them more here with a d6. So that's 5. 6 plus a 6 goes there. 1 and a 6. All right, so now I'm going to place this as it's written. It says you shuffle this deck, and then the modular set, place it on top of the encounter deck. Deal the first player, which is me, 2 encounter cards, and then flip this card back to spinning. Okay.
You got a prize.
Yeah, that's my prize. And then I get a card, you get a card, and we know what set they're from. So I get Watch Me Play, Insight 3. Great. We go to 46. So when I look up a rule, I'm confused. And then this one, each encounter card gains peril, and we get a hazard icon. And Family Matters, treat the printed text box of each support you control, which is Aunt May and Quinn Carrier, as if they were blank except for traits. So overall, nothing too game ending, I don't think. I might have needed that Quinn Carrier to pull off my combo, but we'll see what happens. And what are yours? Your 2 are Sweeping Swoop. Stun your hero. Oh no, that's not good.
That's fine.
If Vulture is in play, this gain search. It is not gain search. And then you get Growing Pains, which increases the cost to play each of your upgrades by 2. Hopefully, you don't need to do upgrades. Okay, so we go to you. And I need to map out this damage now.
Okay.
I think I'm still good. Yeah. I'm gonna be short 2 damage of what I said. I said 20. I think maybe only 18.
Well, I can deal 2 damage to an enemy. Is that 21?
Okay, 21.
I can use a sonic rifle and confuse them.
Sonic Rifle and Confusion.
I'll take a damage and do a scare tactic. Down another 3.
You're attacking him for 3.
Yep, with a scare tactic.
Very nice. So he's at 18.
Yes.
Yep. Mora can attack, hopefully.
And then increase the cost to play each of your upgrades by 2.
Yes,
Gross.
you can't do any upgrades.
Can't do an
And I
upgrade.
can't use my Quinn Carrier or anything. If you can do like 2 more damage, I think we're good.
Okay, yeah, I have a Gamora for 2.
More for 2. He's at 16. Would Rocket live from an attack?
Event. Cool. I could spend 3, put out Venom's pistol, and then I can attack for 3.
Oh, nice. Okay, that was easy. No, that's not even close. Oh, you were stunned though, right?
Oh, it was, yeah.
You got rid of your stun.
No, I didn't.
Okay, so that just leaves you at 6.
So the first attack,
you need
my
to do
scare tactic.
You just have yourself exhaust first, and then scare tactic still happens, right?
Yeah, so he's still at 16 then.
He's at 16. That's right.
I think that's fine.
You got 1 from Rocket,
Just 1?
or however much he does. I thought he only did 1 damage.
Yeah, he can only do 1.
Yeah, I'd say it's worth it. Does he live?
Yeah, he lives. I forgot
Okay,
about
so
their tough, so I just added that 1 health.
okay, so he's at so the villain's at 15 health, right?
Yep.
Okay. All right, so it goes to me. So you just stay, I would say, and then we're gonna discard 5 cards, and you're gonna get 5 threat on you, so 8 threat on you. So we are in. So if I'm blind and read my cards wrong, and oh wait, I actually have no attacks. Uh-oh, sorry. Just kidding. Okay, so this is blanked.
That would be awful.
This is blank because I have no supports because of family matters. So I'm gonna flip to Peter Parker, and I am going to spend Black Cat on a surprise attack for 3. All right, so we go to 12. Then I'm going to spend an energy, an aggressive energy, which will boost this swinging web kick to 9. So he's at 3. And then I'm going to I'm gonna basic attack with a mean swing for 6. So that's 3 overkill.
But what about your exhaust your identity for the family matters?
You exhaust your identity to get rid of it. Family matters, right?
Oh, to discard. Okay.
Yeah. I'm not getting rid of it. I'm just leaving it.
I see. I see what you're doing. Okay. I was reading. My light was shining over the other part.
No, yeah. If it was an exhaust, I would have.
So we did it.
Lost it. Yeah. And did we do? Even if we did, so I'm not sure if we did the supporting actors 1 plus 3, but that would have only put us to 49 of 50. So let's say that we didn't, and we still win. Good job. Good game.
That's cool.
Yeah, good campaign.
That was awesome. You're right. That was tight. That was definitely a tight game.
Yeah. And then we were already just about halfway through this deck, and then we could reset one more time, and then and then that's it. But then going through to that next one, because each one of these is like a roadblock turn where they come out and give you two extra encounter cards. So all of this stuff on the board, I don't know how we would have recovered from that, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then doing it again when the deck resets, it slows you down so much if you just try to deal with the problems on the board instead of um,
The,
just going
the
straight for the
crazy
kill, you
thing
know?
was when we flipped the thing and flipped the wheel and all of that, that was the same time that
Mhm.
I had decked out. So you got
Yeah, so
three and
you
I got
had
two. We still got a nice.
yeah, we had so many encounter cards that turn. Um, luckily, it was nothing worse than just stunning you
Right? Yep.
because that was fine. You were able to still put out damage with the stun. Nice, man. That was a good campaign.
I think
Um, we,
yes,
we did it.
we did.
We got through the
That was
show.
I think that's the first time we beat him.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever gone through Mojo, the two of us.
Nope.
That was a good pair up too. Venom and Spider Man, pretty good.
Yeah. Yes. Spider-Man did awesome. Like
Yeah, I mean,
you
just
cannot
because
count
he's
him down.
out,
He is a
yeah, just because
good
he's an
hero.
OG, just because he's an OG does not mean he's not powerful. He's definitely really good. He's got a lot of really good stuff in his kit. Um, but there's definitely a lot of good classic heroes. But all the new ones are just so tempting, you know.
They are. Yes. I was very tempted to run at Wolverine.
Hmm.
Um, but I was like, no, I really want to try out this Venom because how often have I played Venom? And
Yeah,
yes,
getting
I
access
swear
to.
I do enjoy playing Venom. He is definitely fun.
We didn't see Groot this game. He was in your deck, wasn't he?
Yes, he
But
was. Yep.
getting to have Groot is always a good time.
Yes.
Uh,
Especially
he's
with Mojo, who hits so small.
he would never have died. But the thing is, flipping like we don't need any blockers. Flipping every turn with especially with you with Project Rebirth and me with Aunt May, there was really no reason to worry about damage at all. Um,
Yes, we
but the
I think we definitely chose the right heroes for this matchup because
mhm,
we have we have our own support that can go ahead and heal us, and
mhm,
I have access to a wild resource. You have access to a resource when you're in your alter ego. So there's like they're both pretty rich and able to do multiple things at once.
yeah, and for Mojo, Expert Mojo, which is no easy thing to beat. I think we picked the right roles for sure because Spider-Man can just lean all the way into his damage, and then Venom with all the confused that you have access to with Think Fast and things like that,
Yep.
that's massive against someone who's scheming for three or
Yes.
four.
That was why
I
I
don't think
was
he
doing it too.
schemed.
I was like, he schemes for three, he schemes for four. He's gonna scheme
Yeah,
us out if I don't do
and
something because
he would have he never schemed, I don't think, the whole game.
no,
I'm
he
pretty
didn't.
sure you had him confused locked literally every turn, which is awesome. Yeah, that was awesome. Um, but yeah, so we got to think of what we'll do next. Have you gotten to read through much of the rules? I've looked through them and seen some summaries and stuff, but I need to go and really read them.
I did do a video last week on the
Uh,
setup because I had made a setup video when I first started uh, doing content, and it was, you know, hey, this is how you set up the game, and it was like a 6-minute video. And then with the new rules of setup, it changed everything on
yeah,
how you
and
set up
that's
the
one of the
game.
more confusing
So
things,
I was
and it
like, I have to redo
changes
this
things.
because my
Hmm.
setup video is no longer valid.
Yeah, yeah, that's funny.
So um yeah, so with that the new rule, everything gets shuffled all together. Even when you're doing campaign, the whole setup for the villain is campaign included all at the same time. It's
So obligations will go in there and can be
Yeah,
dealt to you as encounter cards. Okay,
everything
that's
is
some
all at
that's
once.
definitely different. That's definitely different than the way that we used to interpret it. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, and you do the campaign setup during that villain step as well.
Okay,
So everything is done when you get to that.
that's at the
You
same
you
time.
you do your setup at the end. And then the
Hmm.
very first thing that you do, if you have a hero that has a permanent, you set that aside, and at the very last step, put it in play.
Okay. Yeah,
So you,
and so that was specific, and I saw that note from them. They're like, "This fixes Wolverine's claws."
yep.
Sorry about that.
So I am one thing that I did notice, and there was some hot debate about it because I started the hot debate.
Yeah,
I apologize to everyone for starting this hot debate. I did contact FFG about it, and I'm waiting for a response. But
they're good about responding, so they should respond.
so there's the question was raised, if Peter Porker starts the game, can he exhaust to recover and gain his tune counter?
Yeah,
And
that's like a classic question
I
because
was
it's like
like,
it.
well, they have this target rule, so I don't think you can do that. No, because now he's not a valid target because he has full health. But then the counter argument is, but an ability, your basic activations aren't abilities, and since in that excerpt of target it never mentions anything beyond abilities, it only speaks about abilities,
Mm,
then
yeah.
target doesn't apply. But the very first paragraph under target says a game element, yada yada yada, which applies to your basic activation. So I was
Mm,
like, well, they didn't explicitly write it out in every single sentence under that, but I think it's implicit that it is applied to both your basic and your abilities. Um, so I have to
yeah.
write to them and find out and waiting for a response because it's up in the air. I see both sides of the argument. I understand where everybody's coming from. I think it needs to get
Hmm.
clarified a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a good one. Um, yep. It's funny how many interactions and things come out when and they never see a lot of these coming. You make a game and then it's played a million times, and every little thing that could happen happens
Yes,
in the public's
because
playthroughs.
your because your 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 um your test team is only going to catch so many things,
Exactly.
and there's going to be stuff
Exactly.
that squeaks by that nobody notices because they didn't have that
Hmm.
situation happen. Because
Yep.
I mean, it also boils down to what kind of decks are you running, what kind of character are you running, what are your plans, and how did you play that character? You know,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
there's so many variations. There's no way of you being able to just lock in on one thing.
Yeah. Yeah. And yes, there's so many variables that change things in this game. Whether you get uh, whether you get Shadows of the Past early, it's completely changed the game, and you're dealing with like a different
Yeah,
modular now, basically
yeah, it's a
to
whole new
play.
modular added in.
Yeah, yeah, especially if it's early enough. If you get like turn one, you're just dealing with it the whole game.
um,
But yeah, so we'll figure it out. We'll just talk, and we're offline. We're gonna have to keep going on our other campaign though.
yes,
Um, Thanos still haven't
I
got
hope
that done.
I hope we can go ahead and tackle Thanos this week because
Yep. Yeah.
I'm really looking
I,
forward to it. I've got that
yep.
Hulk deck ready to go. It's
Yeah. I think it's gonna work out. It'll be a good test though.
gonna be a lot of thwarting
Mojo
coming from Hulk with that deck, which is crazy.
with with what is it? Smash the Problem,
Yeah.
right? Isn't that the name of it? That's a really good card. That's a really cool card. Smash the Problem. Yeah, that's gonna be fun. So we'll definitely talk, and then we'll see about what we're gonna do next time next Monday.
Yes, got to figure that out too. Hey, thanks for joining us, everybody. I am Bill, and this is Steel,
Yeah, this is Steel. So
and we'll bid you adieu.